This video is a 10-minute routine on how you can get into lotus pose. Joining me today is my assistant, Simba. We can start off just by sitting nice and comfortably in a seated position. We can begin by bringing the soles of our feet together. You can wrap your hands around your toes, push your heels together and engage your glutes. Let this be the action that pushes your knees towards the floor instead of trying to forcibly push your knees down. If you would like, you can take a block or 2 or 3 or 4 and begin to stack your feet on top of your block. Round yourself down. If that feels good, listening to your body, being very mindful of all the little movements that you're doing. You're adorable. We're just going to step the right foot forward, bring it right under that right knee, sink that left hip down into the ground. This is a good hip opener. To make it even better, walk that right foot out, just drop the knee out, going into a lizard lunge. Bring the hands to the instep. Sink that left hip down. Just let the knee fall open even more. If it is comfortable for you, you can come down on your forearms. Just allowing that knee to open up even more. And come back up, walk that foot across your body, going into pigeon pose. Have that left leg back. Sinking the hips into the pose. Stretch the toes out back behind you. Maybe making pigeon a little more active, going into perched pigeon. Push that right shin into the mat. Lift your body up. Maybe bring your hands back behind your back, open up your chest, activating that left quadricep muscle. Release, fold forward over that right leg. Just relax and release into this pose. Come back. Step the left foot forward, going into a kneeling lunge on this side. Sink the hip down. Just let that left leg fall out, making your way into the lizard lunge. Come down onto your forearms if you're able to, allowing that knee to just open up out to the side. Be sure that you listen to your body as you do this. Good job. Slowly come back up. Cross that left leg in front of you. Make your way into pigeon pose. You can hang out here if that feels good. Double posture. Have that left heel over by the right hip crease. Just allowing your hips to sink down into the floor, but keeping your hips lined up with the short side of the mat. Don't be lazy about it and bring that left hip down. That's not how you do this. If you want, you can push the shin into the floor, activate the glutes, Maybe lift up, place your feet together back behind your back, open up your chest. Release. Make your way to reclined pigeon. Really release into the pose here. And just relax and release, sinking the hips down towards the ground. Come back up. Just sink back to a seated position. Stretch out both legs. Go ahead, bend the right leg. You can bring the right foot, put the arch of the foot into the left elbow, step straight, bring this right knee into the left elbow, and then just cradle the baby. Squeeze that leg into your chest. Have that left leg active, flexing the right leg just to make sure that it's nice and protected. Well done. Switch sides, stretch out the right leg, bend the left leg. Just bring that right arch to the left elbow. Place your fingers together, squeeze that leg into your chest. Keeping that right leg active, sit up tall. Don't lean back into the pose. A variation for this, if you're not that flexible, is to have your right leg bent, just bring your left leg here, and then just work your way up from there. Come back to center, and then just bring that right foot to the inner thigh. Lift it up, circle it around so that we're rotating from the hip. Try to bring the toes as close to the outside of the foot as you can get it. The top of the foot comes to the hip crease, and the sole of the foot is pointed up towards the ceiling. Bend the left leg. If this is the best that you can do, this is a fantastic start. Next, we'll do double pigeon, known as fire log pose. Cross the right leg in on top of the right knee, making sure both feet are flexed. They should be stacked directly on top of each other. The left foot should be right on top of that left knee. Keeping both feet flexed, looking down, seeing a perfect little triangle. We're just going to walk the hands forward. This is a fabulous hip opener, but you want to be very mindful that you've got the alignment good. Walk your hands over so that you're folding forward over that left foot, keeping the feet flexed. Sink into the pose. Come back, switch sides. Making sure the legs are stacked directly on top of each other. Make sure that right foot is right on top of that left knee. And then just walk your hands forward a little bit at a time. Sink into the pose. Breathe into those hips. It's going to be pretty tight. You will really be feeling it, especially once you walk yourself over to the left side and fold forward over that right foot. Breathe into that hip. Exhale, relax and release. Come back to center. Bring yourself back up. Well done. Keeping that right leg bent, we're going to move into Lotus pose. Just move from the hip. Bring that right foot to the left hip crease. Do a Rotation right at the right hip. Have the toes out. And then just bring that left leg up. Set it in place. Making sure that we're making our movements from the hips so we're not pinching at the knee. If you want, bring your thumb and middle finger together in a circle. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Enjoy the fact that you got into this pose or that you got a little bit closer to this pose. We're all at different places. Just honor yourself where you're at. Good job. Slowly come out of it. Nice and easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you love this video. Feel free to check out my how to do reclined Lotus and all of my other videos. I'm on Instagram as well. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Until next time, may love and light be yours. Namaste.